What's up, guys? Welcome back to Girl Talk Wednesdays. This is Shantae B, and today's topic will be about long distance relationships, which is something I know all too well. I also want to say real quick, my very first video about body image and self-confidence got deleted by YouTube, and I'm so upset. That was my favorite video. It had the most views on my entire channel, and I'm going to re-upload it with even more tips and advice because I have new subscribers. Hi you guys, thank you for subscribing, and let's get into this topic. Okay, so I have been in a long distance relationship for about 3 years and some change. I started dating my boyfriend I was 18, my first year in college. He was 19. I'm 22 years old now. He's the same age. In 2 months, it will be 4 years since we've been dating, and that was my longest relationship. I never thought I'd be in a relationship that long until I was like out of college. But his name is Adrian, and he is my best friend. He is just an amazing person. He makes me want to be a better person. He makes me want to go out there and follow my dreams and be the best me I can be. He always makes me feel good about myself. It's just an amazing person to have in my life. And I moved away. We lived in Connecticut, and I moved away about 1.5 years after we started dating. And a lot of things definitely changed, of course. When we were in Connecticut, we went to the same college, and we saw each other literally every single week, like almost every day we saw each other. And we never argued. It was just like, like puppy love or whatever you want to call it. It was just great. And then I moved away and things got real. So there are definitely some things I wish I knew before I moved away. Like, we had to talk about, when we were gonna finally move in together, how things are gonna plan out for us. If we didn't see ourselves being with each other for a long time, that means we shouldn't be in this relationship. We shouldn't put ourselves through this. So anybody out there who's just starting this out, you definitely want to have a talk before you guys move away about when you guys are going to move in together. Do you guys have trust for each other? Are you guys going to be honest? There's a lot of things you need to discuss before you move away, because things are going to get really difficult really quick. So you want to talk about, when you guys are going to move in together, how many years do you plan on being in a long distance relationship? You're going to talk about boundaries, what you will tolerate, what you will not tolerate, definitely. You want to discuss many things with each other that may bother you in the future. So make sure you guys trust each other, because there's no point in being in any relationship, whether it's long distance or not, being in a relationship if you don't trust the person. It's not fair to that person if you don't trust them. And it's going to be very difficult for you if you don't, because you're going to be thinking, oh my God, he's over there doing God knows what. I have no idea what he's doing. You're going to drive yourself crazy. If you do not trust this guy even a little bit, don't put yourself in this situation. So let's talk about pros and cons. The pros. This is actually, believe it or not, going to make your relationship a lot stronger than it was when you guys were actually together, physically together. Because it's gonna test your relationship. It's gonna put you through a lot, and it's gonna make the relationship much stronger. You're gonna trust him even more. You're gonna be in love with him even more. Like, if you can get through this, you can kind of get through almost anything once you guys get physically together. You also will have a lot of time for yourself, time to find yourself. You will have your own lives. So yeah, the biggest thing is it will make your relationship so much stronger. It's like you don't see him for a while, and then when you do go to visit him, it's going to be amazing because of the anticipation of the long wait that you had since you last saw each other. It's gonna be so amazing. That's the best pro. And cons, there are definitely more cons than pros for me. Obviously, you cannot see each other every day. If you guys have jobs and you're in school, and you have your friends, you're not going to talk to each other every single day like you probably would if you were physically together. I know I don't talk to him every day. I wish that I could. Well, actually, I didn't even say, I told you guys we lived in Connecticut and I moved away a year and a half later. He actually moved to Florida where I live last January. So he's about a 5.5-hour drive away from me, but neither of us have a car. So we had to take the Greyhound to see each other. Guess how many hours that is? Guess. Do you guess? 11.5 hours on the Greyhound to see him, and he's only a 5.5-hour drive away. Because the Greyhound stops every freaking place, stops everywhere. So, and the Greyhound costs money, so we can't see each other as often as we would like at all. Probably maybe every 2 to 3 months because of the price and how long it takes. It's a long drive, but I look forward to the drive up there to see him. Like, I love that. I hate coming back, but the anticipation, like I said before, I like the drive, even though it's really long, but the prices and the drive. If we had a car, we would see each other probably every weekend, because we love being with one another. I love being just in his presence. He just has such a positive energy. I love him so much. I love him a lot. Like I was saying, you can't talk to each other as much as you would like, can't see each other as much as you would like. And right now he is back in Connecticut with his parents. He has an internship, he's working, saving up money because he pays for school himself. So he's all the way in CT, a whole plane ride away now. And he works throughout the week. And he has kind of 2 jobs in a way. He works throughout the week in the daytime, and then he has an overnight job. So I kind of only get to talk to him probably Fridays and Saturdays, maybe Sundays, maybe sometimes. That's twice a week. And this is just like when I first moved away. Oh my God, that was the hardest part of this entire thing. When I first moved away, he worked at Walmart overnight, from late in the night all the way to early in the morning, and I would only get to talk to him during his lunch break, which was half hour. Not even that, because he would have to eat first. So I was barely speaking with him, barely heard from him, couldn't reach him when I called. It was just, being away from somebody you love is the hardest thing. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything in this video. This is going to be the hardest thing ever. You just have to decide if this person is worth all that pain that you're going to feel, because it's a lot to handle, it's a lot to deal with. But he is definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. But there are dozens of ways that you guys can communicate with each other. That is the next thing. Communication is key to any relationship, but especially long distance, because you guys cannot physically see each other whenever you want. You have to communicate. You have to always make time to talk with your partner, whether it is texting, on the phone, Uvo, Skype, anything, any type of communication. Definitely throughout the week, all the time, because you guys can start to lose interest in each other if you don't speak often. So definitely always make sure that you guys have time to speak with one another. And just because you guys are away doesn't mean you guys can't do the same things you used to do together. You guys can still watch movies together, call each other on the phone, watch a movie, TV shows, listen to music. Do anything you guys used to do with one another. Just do it over the phone, over Skyping. It's the same exact thing. Well, not the same exact thing, but pretty much, you know. Let's talk about jealousy. I hate that word. You guys are gonna have your own lives. You're gonna meet new people, and you're gonna start, you know, doing things that you guys used to do with each other with these people, and jealousy will start to take place. And I know I definitely had a problem with that especially in the beginning, because we weren't together that long. And I'm very, very selfish when it comes to him. If I could have it my way, I wouldn't have him talking to no females. I'm very, 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 very selfish when it comes to him. I want him all for myself. So my boyfriend is Jamaican, okay? He loves to be around women. He's very friendly. And he has a lot of female friends, so we would talk on the phone, I would hear them in the back, laughing and stuff. I would just be so irritated, even though they're not doing anything. And that's just something that I think everybody goes through in a relationship, especially with females. I thought that he didn't get jealous, but he told me he gets jealous a lot, but he just never mentions it to me. He doesn't like to talk about that stuff, but jealousy will definitely come into play, and I've gotten a lot better at that. I feel like if I know these women, I wouldn't feel a certain type of way about him being around them. Like, you gotta get to know his friends. When you guys go visit each other, get to know all of his friends. Get cool with them, all his female friends, if you are a really, really jealous person. Being really jealous, like crazy jealous in a long distance relationship is not really healthy. It's not really good. I'm not crazy jealous, but I have my moments. I have a lot of those moments, but it's gotten a lot better. And it has nothing to do with me not trusting him. It's just, I guess, my own insecurities. But I moved on from that, and me and him are just so good right now. And whenever you guys are having problems, because arguing is a little different when you're in a long distance relationship, you always got to talk things out until it's solved. Always talk it out until you can't speak about it anymore. You got to solve your problems ASAP, because you guys can't see each other and you can't talk to each other whenever you want anymore. So whenever you get that chance to finally hear from him or her, talk out your problems and state how you feel. Always express how you feel with your partner. So we talked about trust, honesty, communication, making sure you guys make time to speak with one another, watching movies and stuff, jealousy, talking out your issues, your problems, all that kind of stuff. There's so many more things I'm probably going to experience, because it's about 3 more years we have to go in this long distance relationship until we finally move in with one another. That is a really long time. That's going to be in total about 6 years. But I don't know. I have no idea how I've been handling this. I mean, there's been moments where I've been crying my eyes out and just so frustrated, because it's just so hard. It's so hard. So it's just too much sometimes. So if you're not a person who can handle that, I don't even know how to describe this to you if you've never been in one and you're about to be in one. It's really gonna test you guys, I'm telling you. Really gonna test you. And you just have to be, you always have to be, trusting, open, honest, giving, loving, caring. You're gonna have to give 20 times more than you would normally give if you guys are physically with each other all the time, because this is a lot of hard work that's coming your way. You are about to be in one. And if you are in a long distance relationship, I would love to hear your tips. It could probably help me out as well. What are some of your tips, your advice? What kind of things have you guys gone through? Some of my advice helped you guys out. And I would love to hear your comments below. Also, I want you guys to check out my blog, taneaburke.wordpress.com. I'll leave a link in the description bar. And be sure to check out my last video about spotting a fake friend, because I feel like we all have those in our lives at some point. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that as well. Check that out. And I will see you guys next week, Wednesday, with the next topic.